Hello, and welcome to the Joy of Finger Painting. My name is Alex, and I'll be your guide as we make another wonderful work of art. Now, if you joined us last month, welcome back, and if you are new this month to the Joy of Finger Painting, welcome. Before we start, I want to go over some of the different supplies that we'll be using for today's work of art. Now, the good thing about this program is that you'll be able to use whatever supplies you have, any art supplies you have for this program. You are the artist, and you decide how you want to make your own work of art. So don't feel like you have to get all these paints that I'll be using. Don't feel that you have to get anything different or use any different color. Anything that you have at home, it could work for this program. Crayons, colored pencils, of any color, you can go ahead and make something. For instance, last week we made trees, so we did that, and I went ahead, I just made a green tree. But you could go ahead and make whatever kind of tree you want. Are you feeling maybe you want to make a purple tree? Maybe pink? Maybe orange? Red? Something different? It's all up to you. Today, you are the artist, and you make your world appear on the canvas right here. But let me go over the colors that I have. So today, I have 9 different colors with me. White, green, brown, purple, orange, yellow, black, blue, and red. Those are the 9 different colors I'll be using today. I also have a big bowl of water right here to wash messy hands. And I also brought a big stack of paper towels and a garbage can. If you're going to be using paint today, I recommend that you wear clothes that you're not afraid to get paint on. But if you're using something else, you do not have to worry about it. But let's go into our painting today. So last month we went and we made a happy little tree. So we're going to go for a different flair this time. So we're getting into fall, so I thought for today we could have a nice mountain, and I'm going to go ahead and try to give it an autumn theme. So today we're going to be making a big old mountain. So let's go ahead and try to get that in our minds as we put it on here. How do you want your mountain to look? First, we'll go ahead and make the mountain. I'm going to use the color black for our mountain. So I'm going to go ahead and start right here and just go ahead and start with like an outline of our mountain. Now a mountain has peaks, so that's the tippy top, and it has all sorts of slopes and descents. And being the artist today, you can pick how many peaks you want your mountain to have. I myself, I'm going to go with 3. But you can choose however many you want. Again, think of how you want your mountain to look. How many peaks are you going to have? Are you going to have, is it going to be a flat mountain? Is it going to have 1, 2, 3, maybe 4, 5? You can have as many as you dream of. We're going to have a big old mountain here. It's going to need a lot of filling in. I'm going to draw the bottom right now. And we're going to draw this first. Our mountain's going to be our first step. And afterward, we'll add some features to make our setting a bit more unique. And maybe after it's all dry, we'll add some different colors. Try to make our mountain a little prettier. For now, we'll use lots of the color black. All right, now we got a lot of filling in to do. This is where we can have a little fun, and we can try to use a little bit more of our hand. And while you go ahead and put on globs of paint to fill in, make sure to spread it nice and thin. That way it dries faster. And our mountain is slowly coming together. It's going to take a while to fill all this in, so this is a perfect time to think, how do you want your mountain to look? I'm going to go with a nice autumn theme today. So I'm going to use lots of colors associated with autumn. Got some reds, some yellow, some orange. And those bright colors will bounce off the mountain really well. But again, you can go ahead and choose whatever color you want to make your mountain. You could put some snow at the top if you're feeling you want it to be nice and snowy. You could have a warm, sunny day. Now remember, this mountain is your very own mountain. You are the artist today. How would you want to spend time on this mountain? Would this be a perfect place for a picnic? Would it be somewhere you want to climb? Would it be somewhere you want to go sledding? It tells a story. And you're the creator of the story as well as the artwork. This is a big old mountain range, so it's definitely going to take a lot of time. So we'll give it a good time to dry, and we can think about the next step after this. Well, what kind of animals do you think could be on this mountain? Maybe you got a billy goat. What else could be on this mountain? Maybe some squirrels. Maybe a mountain lion, nice and strong. What could be at the tippity top? Maybe all sorts of little critters, maybe some bugs. It could be hiding under some rocks. Maybe someone's climbing this mountain as we speak. Try to fill it in as best you can. Hopefully, as you're painting this, you're thinking about how you want your mountain to look. You're thinking about some of the different things that could go all around it. I got some ideas in mind for sure. But hopefully you're able to think of some ideas too. What kind of friends will our mountain have right now? It's looking pretty lonely on the page. Everyone needs a good friend. Trying to make sure to spread it all around. If there are some places that don't have some coloring in there, that's okay. We can come back to it later. But you are doing a great job painting right now, and we're nearly done. We're almost ready to move on to the next step. Now, right now, you probably have some messy hands right now, so we'll get ready to brush all that paint off. Filling our mountain more and more, it gets just a little happier every time. It's feeling more and more complete. And that's what you have to add as the artist today. You give these paintings life. So a little bit more on the side and then we'll move on, okay? Work of art, you gotta have a little patience, but it's all gonna come together. Just let it happen. It's done. I'm going to try to get the last parts of these paint off before we move on to our next step. Hopefully you're all ready to move on to. Okay. I think our mountain's looking pretty great so far. I'm going to put this down. Wipe off the fingers. All right, we're going to start off going above, so we're going to add something to the background right here. And the idea I had in mind was that we were going to go ahead and put a sunset back here. The sun's going to be setting on our mountain today. It's probably getting ready for bedtime. So I'm going to take some yellow, and I'm going to go ahead and put a sun back here. Well, the sun's going to be setting, so you can only see a little bit of it, just peeking out. I'll get me some yellow. I'm going to put the sun on the right side over here, right above the mountain. Make a big circle. Go ahead and fill that in real nice. Now our mountain has a friend. There we go. All right. Sun is setting. And you go ahead and give your sun some happy rays coming out. Even though the sun is going down, it's spreading some happiness and joy all over its surroundings. And we're not done with our sun just yet. All right, get those last parts out. Go ahead and make your sun a little bit bigger if you want to. Hope your sun is looking cool. I wonder if you used a different color for this. Did you make a green sun? Did you make a blue sun? Did you give your sun some sunglasses? All right. Now, to try to give our mountain a bit more of an autumn theme, I'm going to grab some red and grab some orange, some of the other autumn colors. I'm just going to go ahead and spread them all in the sun so it looks like a beautiful sunset. So I'm going to grab a little red. And just go ahead and spread it around. And it's okay if it doesn't fill up the entire page. It's just going to look like the backdrop. Our sky back here is fading while our sun goes down past our mountain range. It's okay if the colors get mixed up a little bit too. We're going to mix up our oranges and our reds just a little bit. Over and under. Go ahead and just let it happen anywhere it happens. Behind the sun, close to the mountain. Go ahead and fill it in. After a long day at the mountain, the sun finally decides it's time to take a break. Maybe our sun and mountain friends, maybe they're passing by, giving each other one last wave before it's nighttime. Or maybe they're sharing a bedtime story. Or maybe they're having a nice little snack. All right, adding some orange and some red over there. How did you get your background to look? Did you add this? Did you want to put some snow back there? Maybe some fluffy clouds? Maybe something like that. As the artist, you take your story and you put it on the canvas. Just going to add a little bit more. I'm going to try to spread the paint real thin. Try to go for like a hazy look. It's real strong over here, but I'm going to keep spreading our paint thin. Try to give it a hazy look. And if your paint combines for this, it could be even a little bit better. We're going to be moving on real soon. Hopefully you're thinking about what else you want to add to your mountain. Even though we're getting real close to our mountain, we're not quite there yet. But I'm thinking we're going to add a little more to this mountain to make it look just a little bit more interesting. This is where we can put some extra colors in there. Think that the light is reflecting on it after a long day. All right, just try to get a little more in there without touching the sun too much. All right, our sunset is looking great as well. Wash off the hands again. We're really doing a lot of painting right now, so clean hands are an absolute must. Okay, and now we have a whole lot of blank over here. Maybe you thought of what you want to do. For myself, I was thinking I was going to add a pond. I was thinking a pond would be a nice place to stay. If I was going to go to a mountain, I'd love for there to be a little pond or a lake or something. So I'm going to go ahead, and I'm just going to go ahead and make a big old circle. We're going to be a lake. A nice, fresh source of water. Nice and fresh. Maybe while you're visiting this mountain, what would you like to do on the water? Would you just like to sit and watch, see how pretty it is? Would you be the type to jump in the water and go swimming? Maybe you could take a boat out on the water. What animals could be in the water as well? There are all sorts of things you can tell in your story and your artwork. Do you want to add some duckies? Maybe some fishies. All right, we have a lovely lake right there. And I was just thinking of going ahead and putting some grass over here as well. It's important to let the paint dry. Once you feel the paint is dry enough, we can go ahead and put some more layers on there. We're about to get back to our mountain real soon with some different colors as well. But let's go ahead and we'll put some grass underneath the mountain. We can go ahead and spread it all around. A nice grassy spot. Maybe this will be the entrance to your mountain. Looks like some nice grass to go ahead and sit down in. Maybe have a nice break after climbing that mountain. Looks real tall. You did a great job at bringing that mountain to life. Now I'm wondering, how big is that mountain? Are you able to touch the sky, touch the moon, touch the stars? Is it a big mountain or is it a little mountain? Is it a little mountain you could crawl to the top of? You can take your backpack, walk there real quick, go up and down. And a bit more grass. It's all coming together, and you're doing a great job too. All right. Okay, we're going to get back to our mountain. I wanted to add a little bit. So we have the sun shining down on the mountain. So I want to add some new colors over to our mountain to make it a little more unique. The sun is shining down, and maybe the light from the sun is reflecting off the mountain a little bit. So this is where we can get creative with our different colors. I wanted to go ahead and I wanted to add some different colors, see how they mix. So I was thinking of doing a little bit of purple at the very top. Just a little bit. All right, let's go ahead and add a little purple, see how that blends in. Just at the very top. And it mixes in with the black, and it makes it just a little bit darker. Light at the top, and a little darker, but doesn't take over the entire mountain. They work together. They work together, and they look beautiful. I'm going to take some more purple, and you take whatever color you want. Let's go ahead and add a little bit to our other peaks, the very top. Just a little more. If you look real close, you can see that little bit of difference that it does make. So keep on spreading in whichever color you choose. You can do it. I know you can. All right. I'm going to add just a little more purple, and I want to give a little bit more color too. Our painting is nearly complete, and you're doing a wonderful job. I love that little bit of extra color on the mountain. It really brings a lot out of it. So I'm going to add one more color as well. I was going to take a little bit of brown and go ahead and put it on the other side of the purple, facing away. Let's see how that brings our mountain out. So I'm going to grab a little bit of brown and go ahead and put that on the other side of the mountain. Try to spread it nice and thin. Kind of meets with the purple. The light goes on one side, and everything else the other side is out. Colors work together. They're a team. The lighter colors and the darker colors, they help bring each other out. A little bit of teamwork goes a long way. A little bit down here too, right along the ridge. Right along the peaks of the mountain right here. This is like the top of the mountain where you want to be at. This is your goal. And we're almost done with our painting right now. Just want to add just a little bit more. Well, we're looking amazing thus far. Look at our mountaintops. They look majestic. All right. Let's go ahead and have a little bit more fun here. So down here, we have a nice patch of grass right by the entrance of the mountain. We have our pond right here, perfect to jump in. But they're going to need a friend right over here, so I was thinking it'd be nice to add some bushes, and maybe we could go ahead and add just a small little tree to be a good friend to the mountain down here. So I'm going to go ahead and put some different bushes, and they're going to have all sorts of different flowers. So we'll go ahead and put just a little more green. Just a little bit. All right. I'm going to go ahead and put a few flowers in there as well. Make them look just like bushes. Just a few dots every now and again. Some flowers. Just go ahead and put them right on there. I'll go ahead and I'll get some white flowers too. So I got a little bit of purple and got a little bit of white as well. And maybe one more kind of flower. What other color should I have over there? Let's go with a little bit of yellow, okay? And just kind of poke them on. Poke, 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 poke. There they are, coming out. Poke, poke, poke. All right, we're gonna go in and add a small little tree right here. This tree will be welcoming everybody to your mountain. So I'm gonna grab a little brown right here. I'll make a cute little tree right there. Little skinny right there. And again, this is where you can get creative. What color tree do you want? Now, since I'm going for like an autumn theme, the leaves are changing in my painting. So I was gonna go ahead and add some green, but I was gonna try to mix it up a little with some yellow, orange, and red. And a little bit of green, and I'm gonna go ahead and mix some colors a little bit. Go ahead, and just a little bit of yellow, kind of on the sides right there. Trees are changing colors. Go ahead, grab a little bit of orange. See how that's mixing up? Try to get a little bit everywhere. And we're going to take a little bit of red too. All right. Look at how those colors come together to make our beautiful welcoming tree. Okay. Our mountain is complete, and you've done a fantastic job. Your mountain looks majestic. Hopefully you made a sunset back here. Maybe you added some clouds. And we have the front as well. Last thing is I'm going to go ahead and sign this, and you could sign however you want. You can write your name, draw a picture of yourself, maybe you could put a handprint on there, something else. This is yours, and this is going to be perfect fridge material. Okay, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and I'll write my name. So let's go ahead and write my name. A. Crab. L. E. X. There we go. We have Alex's drawing right there. And at home, you have your very own drawing. I hope you've had a lot of fun at the Joy of Finger Painting today. We'll see you next month for another work of art. Until next time, happy painting. Bye.